my name is Drusilla.
Hi, my name is Mariska.
And we're from Girl Scout Troop 10374 of Nine Pen Pathways.
And this is the Think Before You Post patch from Eastern Pennsylvania. So then, this is all about cyberbullying and bullying in general online, which it's the same. It's cyberbullying. There you go. Don't be mean to people. Use the golden rule. Treat people how you expect to be treated, which hopefully is with kindness. Hopefully. So, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that we had to do. One of the things we had to do was make a word bubble.
I did not even think about using word art.
Word art? I don't know. I just looked up a word bubble creator. So, I used word art to create this lovely word bubble about all the different, side effects of cyberbullying. Yay, word bubble!
Oh, tip your screen. I can't see it.
Yay,
This
anxiety.
All I can see is anxiety. There we go. Got it.
Yes. Anxiety. Anxiety and sadness are really big ones. There's also fear, low self-esteem. Specifically, some people get depression and bulimia from it. That's a lot going with the stigma of your body has to be a certain way, which people get bulimia and what's the opposite of bulimia? Which is the
Anorexia?
Yeah, anorexia, where you just
don't eat.
It's not the opposite. There's another one where you eat too much, but that has to do with anxiety and bulimia and anorexia is when you eat. Bulimia is when you eat and then you throw it up, and then the other one is
you don't.
You just don't. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of those. And a couple other things, because we are senior ambassador people, we had to do the senior ambassador, so there was a whole bunch of stuff that we had to do. We had to look up bullying laws in our state. We are in New York. This is where we are. We live in New York. So some anti-bullying laws is that a lot of them has to do with schools, especially. They have to have counseling methods and require at least one staff member at every school to be thoroughly trained and handle human relations in areas of race, color, weight, national origin, ethnic group, religion, religious practice, disability, sexual orientation, gender, and sex.
So you're school counselor.
School counselor, my friends. So, and they do not have regulations that parents have to be involved in efforts to address bullying behavior.
They commonly are.
Please help.
Please help your child.
Please help. It's not required, but it's really encouraged. Please do help. So all of that stuff. And New York anti-bullying laws and regulations cover cyberbullying that occurs off campuses for schools and college and things like that. If it will cause disruption, if it happens a lot where kids will be bullied inside and outside of school, and if they're bullying outside of school, and it caused them to miss school and all that stuff, it now is the school's problem. So they will also cover that as well. Yeah. So that's really big ones for that of New York. Also, it required us to look up some statistics. So,
among tweens.
So some specific statistics are, I have for tweens specifically,
9 to 12.
which are 9 to 12-year-olds. It's the in-betweens. funny jokes. 1 in 5 tweens, it's just a funny word for me, have been cyberbullied, or cyberbullied others, or seen cyberbullying, in, I think this is the past year or so, so it's 20.9%. 14.5 have shared that they experience bullying online. Tweens who were cyberbullied shared that it negatively impacted their feelings about themselves, which was 69%, their friendships, which are 31%, and their physical health, which are 13%, and their schoolwork, which is 6.5%. So that's that for tweens, and then I have for some with disabilities, which are disabilities such as like on the autistic spectrum, with emotional or behavior disorders, or like health impairments, or speech or language, or disabilities with like hearing and sight and things. So that was, hold on. Let me read this for a moment. So it was, for getting bullying for students with behavioral or emotional disorders, it's 35%. 33% of students with autism, 24 with intellectual disabilities, 20 with health impairments, and in 19 of like just bullying, victimization in general. So that's bullying in school and outside of school if they use the internet and stuff. And also I did for bullying of students who identify or perceived as the LGBTQ community. Because this has also in-person stuff. 40.7 of LGBTQ students were experienced cyberbullying in the past year. And some things to go off of that. 34.8 missed because of bullying inside and outside of school. And that's also because inside of school they feel like they have no supportive staff, which is also a problem in a lot of schools, not only with LGBTQ people, but as well as people with learning disabilities and
just people being bullied in general.
It's horrible. Don't do it.
Don't do it, man.
Don't do it. So yeah, is there anything that you want to say based on that? I had statistics, so let's look them up.
I mean, I basically had all the same things. Just don't bully people.
Yeah.
Don't. You're a terrible person if you do it.
What are some examples of bullying?
Some examples of bullying are, well, there's different, like, I wouldn't say, like, different types of bullying. Sometimes you accidentally bullying
so
people.
Bullying is, like, if you're, like, teasing your friend, like, you call him once, like, that's not bullying. It's bullying is, like, repeated name-calling, teasing, like repeated, just, like, verbal abuse in general. And then, like, the physical, like, which is, like, the easiest to identify.
Physical abuse. Verbal abuse is really hard to identify unless you hear it constantly.
So what are some examples of online bullying?
Online bullying is when, especially this day and age, with a lot of things that you can post videos on, some people will go and post videos about certain people, like just hating on them, and bullying them. Other times, it's if you post something, you'll get bullied in the comments. Like, on a big one for girls, especially, happens to guys too, is they will bully them based off of appearance. Which everyone is valid, every shape and size. Y'all are beautiful, as I say every day. Thick thighs save lives. To go off of that, because I am one person of the thick thighs. So that's a big one with it. Guys get it too all the time. But it's really a problem with specifically women. And then there's like that, and then other times it will be based off of like how people sound if they post a video, on if they have like a lisp or something.
How many times do you say in a video?
I say a lot. It's very hard. Don't do it. But I am.
Judge Judy will yell at you.
So yeah.
Is Judge Judy a bully?
No. Judge
just
Judy is a queen.
Judge Judy just wants to hear coherent sentences.
Yes. Don't go to court and say
Can kids be bullied by adults?
Yes.
Yes. And adults can be bullied by kids too.
So what happens?
I mean, the kids being bullied by adults, that's just basically child
That's
abuse.
just sad.
That's just sad.
Don't do
Get a
that.
life. Get a life.
Yeah, it's different than accidentally saying something that is hurtful to your friend. That's different. If you're saying something and you say something and they seem hurt, or they like don't act hurt right away, but like you could tell later that they were hurt by it, that's different than bullying them.
So is there a way?
Bullying is the repeated action of doing this.
Is there a way to avoid cyberbullying?
Yes.
Yes, I mean, it's really kind of impossible to avoid these days, but don't use the internet.
So, as teenagers, do you guys have all that stuff to get cyberbullied on?
I mean,
I have a Reddit, but I don't really post. I just kind of stalk subreddits. I mean,
it's different than you could have things and not post on them, which is what I do, specifically TikTok nowadays. I have a TikTok. I don't post on my TikTok. I just look at all the videos. You could do that. But if you're going to go on TikTok to just bully people, just don't. Same with Instagram.
You will get banned.
You will get banned. People will probably report you.
Facebook is starting
to do that.
I know Instagram's doing a crackdown on that, but that's because
Twitter.
That's because Instagram's owned by Facebook, so like they're all just like cracking down on that.
Tumblr's doing that too. So if you're gonna post, just be wary of it. Just don't let the hate get to you. There's a lot of people that go online to just post about like positivity and love and just uplift.
Okay.
Thank you.